Hi guys, how are you? Welcome to my channel. Have you subscribed? Hope you have. So today, I've been so busy. I say I'm absolutely exhausted. We've got family coming to stay. It's my aunt's 70th birthday. Well, it was her birthday in the week, but she's coming here this weekend to celebrate it with our family. So the plan is, when you see this, it'll be Sunday. So Sunday afternoon, we're going for lunch. There's 22 of us to celebrate her birthday, which I know with the coronavirus, we've been a bit iffy, especially my parents are wanting great health, and my aunt and my uncle, obviously my aunt's 70, and you know, we are worried about them, but I've spoken to my aunt's daughter, my cousin, and we are going to make sure they are disinfected head to toe. My aunt's coming all the way from Southampton to spend her birthday here, and her children are coming from like Oxfordshire, Yorkshire and everything, so it's going to be a fabulous weekend. I haven't seen my aunt for ages, or my cousins, so I'm really excited. Now, today, obviously with the coronavirus, I have really wanted to make sure my house is disinfected. So today is Friday, so you won't get it till Sunday. We went to Lidl, got some shopping, and then went to Sainsbury's, and I found the last spray antibacterial lotion spray I could find. It was literally on the top shelf behind loads of empty boxes. I was on tiptoe and I couldn't see the label. Hubby's bigger than me, he's like 6 foot odd, and said, can you see what that says? And he turned it around, he managed to get it, and it said antibacterial. So I was like, woohoo! So I bought it. I don't care what it costs, I bought it, and I have literally sprayed my house from top to bottom. Doorknobs, kitchen cupboards, surfaces, bathrooms, handrails, everything. So I'm really going to make sure, because my aunt's staying here for the weekend, I'm going to make sure that everybody is as safe as possible, because I would hate anyone to get it. So obviously with my aunt coming, I want to enjoy the time with her. I haven't seen her for ages, and with my family, so I've decided to prep dinner tomorrow night, tonight. Hubby and I are going to have beef burgers, because we've got some rolls we want to use up, so we've got some really nice beef burgers from Lidl today, so Aberdeen Angus. But tomorrow night I was trying to think of things that we could eat during the day that don't take a lot of time to prep, because I want to spend time with them. I know my aunt, she will try and help, and I want her to enjoy herself. She's 70, and I want to celebrate this weekend, not be rolling the sleeves up and cooking with me. So for lunch tomorrow, we're going to have like a cheese and ham platter with biscuits and breads and things. So I'm going to nip to Sainsbury's in the morning to get some fresh breads. We've got biscuits already. But then for the evening meal, what I'm going to do is make a, it's a bit of a fusion between lasagna and moussaka, and I make it all the time and I love it. It's really filling, so you don't need anything else with it, but I will do like a salad and some garlic bread. So I just thought I'd show you how I make it. So here we go. Right, so this is going to start off like any other lasagna. From the point of view, I've got some onions in here. There's 2 large onions, which I'm just going to cook off. And yes, it is my Berghoff pans, and no, there is no oil in here. So I'm just going to keep stirring them until they start to get a little bit translucent. Right, so my onion is cooked and it's browned off a little as well, so it's sort of caramelised it, which is perfect. And as you can see, it hasn't stuck to the bottom of my pan, even though there's no oil in there. So that's the beauty of Berghoff. So I'm going to add some lazy garlic. You know me, I don't actually use proper garlic. Well, I do, that's a lie. Occasionally I do. That's one. I'll put about 2 teaspoons, sorry, not tablespoons, in here. Okay, I do occasionally, but as I said, for me, get a bulb and not use it all is a waste, so I don't really tend to bother. Okay, so I'm just going to mix that in, and then I'm going to add in 750 grams of less than 5% beef mince. Now my only worry about this dish is I'm going to have enough room in the dish to put it all in while it's cooking. But we'll do our best. Brown that off a little bit. Right, that started to brown off, so I'm going to add into here some mixed herbs, and I'm going to put about a tablespoon in. There we go. And then definitely some Worcester sauce. Probably a couple of tablespoons. That sounded funny. I was eating a bit of courgette Then as I said that, I can't resist raw vegetables. There we go. Okay. Just give that a little mix. Oh, I love oyster sauce. That smell it gives off. It's just amazing. I've read somewhere that's got anchovies in it. If that's true, I must check the recipe. If it is, okay. I still love it. Okay, so just mixed all that in. Okay, and now I've got some peppers. I've got 2 green and 1 red here. That's what I said. I'm not going to have enough room in my pan. It does add a bit of colour, doesn't it? Just give it a little mix. Then I'm going to add a tin of chopped tomatoes. So they've gone in there. Just give it a mix. And then I'm going to pop in some beef stock, about a pint. And what I'm going to do is just simmer that down. But before that, I'm just going to go and grab some tomato puree. I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons into that. Just mix that in. Okay, and then I want some pepper. I'm going to leave that to cook down, so it's about 1/3 of the liquid left, sorry, 2/3 of liquid left, 1/3 of it to just sort of go. So it will be quite a liquidy mixture when it starts going into the pan, but that's exactly what I want because I'm cooking this the night before, so all these juices and flavours will soak in overnight when I'll reheat it and cook it tomorrow. So I'm just going to turn it down to simmer and we're going to leave it. Okay, deliberate mistake, not. I forgot to put my mushrooms in. So I'm just going to pop my mushrooms in and mix those in. Just going to pop them down. I did say the pan might be a little bit small, but this is the last of the ingredients going into this pan, I promise you. There we go. And you know what? Save my get the splash and pop the lid just slightly on like that, just to help cook it down, but also to stop it splashing all over the place. All right. So I am now going to walk away and leave it for about 15 minutes. Okay. Right. So while my beef mince mixture is simmering away over here, I'm making a mess of my cooker. I'm going to make the white sauce. Okay, so I've got my Berghoff saucepan here. And I'm just going to pop into there a couple of tablespoons, heaped tablespoons of flour. Now this will serve about 8 people, this dish, so 2 tablespoons of flour isn't going to be massive. Right, so I'm just going to pop in there some Flora Light just to keep down the sins a little bit. And again, I'm going to do a couple of tablespoons of Flora Light in. There we go. And then with a wooden spoon, I'm going to mix that in. I don't want it to burn. That's the key with this dish. Look at my cooker. Can you see? Look. That was the lasagna meat part that boiled over. So it's fine. I'll clean it later. Right, so I'm happy with that. That's cooking down nicely. Okay. What I have got is a pint of skimmed milk. This isn't going to be a sin-free dish, guys, let's be honest, it's not. It's not going to be massive, I promise you, it's not going to break the bank. So many people are going to eat this. Okay, so my flour's cooked there. So I'm just going to add in a little bit of milk first and then mix it. Oops, just made even more mess of my kitchen. It's okay. You wouldn't think I've spent hours cleaning this kitchen today. Looks like I'll be spending hours cleaning it later. I'd rather do this tonight actually and then not have to worry tomorrow when I've got family and friends here. So, there we go. I do love cooking roux. What I would normally do is actually just use quark, eggs and cheese, and that makes perfect white sauce with a bit of egg. Okay, so I'm going to add a bit more of the milk to this now. You can use a whisk if you want to. I may turn to whisk towards the end to get rid of the lumps. But at the moment, all I want to do is make sure that the milk and the flour mixture blend in together. And this is where you need to just keep stirring. Right, so that is about half a pint of milk in there. And it's still a little bit lumpy, but I'm not too concerned at the moment because what I'm going to do now is I'm going to flip over to my whisk. She says, there we go. Okay. Now I've got 40 grams of cheddar, which I'm going to add into this. I'll just whisk it for a little bit more. Can you see that the lumps are now coming out of this, which is brilliant. So this is extra mature cheddar, okay? Now bear in mind this can serve about 8 people. 40 grams of this cheddar is not a lot, okay? This should melt down. So what I'm going to do now is add the rest of my pint of milk into this. Okay. And I'm just going to literally whisk this now. Right, so one of the benefits of popping that cheese in a big blob rather than grated is that because I've had to whisk it all the way through, what it means is you end up with an absolutely beautiful white sauce. You don't have any lumps at all. So you can add grated, I know you can, and it's much quicker, it's much easier, but this way I know that my white sauce is not going to have any lumps or bumps in it, and it's going to be absolutely smooth. Okay, and as I said, the cheese will go on at the very end. 40 grams with, you know, this sauce between 8 people. That's not even one of your healthy extra A's, guys, so it's not an issue. All right, so I'm just getting the last whisk, and I think if you can look over here, can I show you? Here we go. Oh, that's my whisk just gone flying. Move that out of the way. Right, so if you look over here, I think my mince dish is starting to actually come down. So I think we're actually almost ready to start putting this dish together. Okay, are you ready? All right. Right, okay, you ready for this? So I've got my bolognese sauce here, and I just need a ladle to put this in and get rid of my wooden spoon. There's a lot of liquid here, guys, but I will need it, I promise you. Okay, so all I'm going to do is actually ladle a really nice layer, including juice, onto the bottom. Okay, oh, love the steam on this. There we go. Right, and then I'm going to add my dried pasta, like so. Just break the ends off to get it in perfect. There we go. And then I've got over here, so this is where the Moussaka fusion goes. So I've got some aubergine, which I've thinly sliced. Okay, and then I'm just going to then top with shredded courgette. Okay, I told you it was loads of vegetables in here. I've just literally used a potato peel, but you can use a spiralizer, anything here. okay? Just want to cover this as much as possible with this. Okay, and then top it again with lashings of this bolognese lasagna beef mince sauce, okay? Because it's going to be cooked twice, the liquid will actually disappear, I promise, okay? What it will do is it will actually then absorb into the dish, I promise. Okay, so I'm not skimping on anything here, okay? So I need another layer of my lasagna sheets. Now this is actually just normal white pasta, but you can use, if you want to, wholemeal, okay? I actually prefer wholemeal myself, but as I said, because it's for family and friends, well, it's actually just family actually, I'm just going to keep it to normal, okay? And then just kind of fill that in. Oh, right, so one more layer of pasta. I'm going to do it this way, so like so. Okay, and then I have my sauce. So this is my sauce. So it's a white sauce with a little bit of cheese at this moment in time, not a lot, okay? Do this slowly. We don't want it to all run over the edge, okay? Because this is quite a full pot. That's the dogs. I found a toy I bought them for Christmas, which I filled with treats, and they've obviously discovered that I found it, and they are having a ball. It was in my dining room, which we don't go into very often, so they obviously didn't realise it was there and couldn't get to it, but they're making up for it now. Okay. Right. Now obviously when this cooks, the pasta will soften, so the dish will drop naturally, so what I'm going to do, rather than waste my white sauce, is add more on tomorrow just before I cook it, okay? As long as my pasta now is covered, we're going to be fine. Okay. Right, there we go. So I've got a bit left, I'll save it for tomorrow. Now what I'm going to do, because obviously this is quite a full dish, if you had a bigger pot, it's fine, but I don't. So what I'm going to do is actually going to put it on a baking tray, so that if it does spill over, it's going to go onto my baking tray rather than my oven. And I'm going to pop it in the oven now for about 30 minutes on 180, and then I'm going to put it to one side and leave it to cool overnight, and then tomorrow I'm going to top it with cheese and the extra sauce, and it'll be perfect. Okay. Right, so there it is after its first cook, and you can see here where it's bubbled over, so that is a good reason why you need to put it on a tray. So I'm going to leave that to cool now, and then tomorrow I'm going to top it with cheese and then rebake it, and it'll be perfect. Right guys, so there it is. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please click subscribe, notifications, give me a thumbs up. Alright guys, I will see you in my next video. My fringe is all over the place, isn't it? Yeah. Okay guys, you take care, and I'll see you soon. Alright, bye.